Welcome. Look around you. This may look like a bustling marketplace, a tourist destination, but at this very moment you're standing in the most haunted town in the most haunted state in America. Old Town Alexandria, Virginia, just across the Potomac River from Washington, D.C. With a history full of cemeteries and wartime hospitals, the original town center has more than its fair share of lingering spirits. Most people say there's no such thing as ghosts, but if you wait until the right time of night, on the right street corner here, you might just become a believer. This is the tale of the Ghost of Pitt Street. Our story centers around St. Paul's Episcopal Church, just a stone's throw away from the farmer's market where we began our tour. Founded in 1809, it was designed by the same architect who imagined the United States Capitol. The church's cemetery is also the site of one of Alexandria's most famous ghost stories, the tale of the female stranger. But that's another story for another time. As for the church itself, local newspapers describe a female figure in dark clothing gliding across the street. The most detailed account comes from a Mr. James Wood in 1885, who, according to the Alexandria Gazette, claimed to be no believer in ghosts, hobgoblins, fairies, or spirits. But one night made him question everything. On this fateful night, Wood spends the evening at Lannon's Opera House, a theater and restaurant on King Street. With a box of fried oysters under each arm, he makes his way home around midnight, walking by St. Paul's Episcopal Church. The town is pitch dark, no one around, when suddenly a female figure appears. He too notices the figure not walking, but floating across the ground away from him. Still unafraid, our hero, who absolutely doesn't believe in ghosts, tries to catch up to the figure as she glides away. But no matter how fast he moves, she remains just out of reach. According to the paper, Wood vigorously smokes his cigar, he says, attempting to shed more light on the ghostly scene before him. Then, in the blink of an eye, the woman vanishes as suddenly as a ring of smoke, sending a chill down his spine. Finally, his bravery cracks, and Wood runs back to Lannon's Opera House, where he tells the remaining patrons about his otherworldly encounter, refusing to walk back home alone. With safety in numbers behind him now, Wood and his band of new moral supporters make it to his house undisturbed. Did this man really see the infamous Ghost of Pitt Street? Or had he taken one too many drags of his cigar? We can only say that his experience was real enough to turn a hardened skeptic into a believer in the supernatural. So how about you? Do you believe? No? Perhaps you should stand outside St. Paul's Episcopal Church on South Pitt Street around midnight, and you may not have a choice but to change your mind.